Big Ronnie saying if you don't watch this guy's YouTube channel, you're making a big mistake.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Pardon me for being a couple minutes late there and unshaven here. I was trying to get ready, trying to do things. I've been very busy because there is a lot going on this week. It's going to be a very busy week for me, and we'll talk about that. And we will talk about whatever tonight. I will dive into what's coming out in physical media, what's coming out in the theaters to go check out if you so desire. But yes, a little bit about what is going on right now. Man, I don't remember the last time. I don't know, it's been a while, 3 weeks or something since I've done an on time, which I wasn't even today. I was 4 minutes late, but an on time Monday live stream. A couple weeks ago, I was sick. Last week, my grandmother had fallen and broke her femur. Oh boy. What's going on my internet? Gotta love that. Gotta love that. I'm not sure how I am looking out there. My internet just had a little hiccup. I don't know what I got to do to get good internet here. I don't. But anyways, so last couple weeks were crazy. So forgive me for that little hiccup on the internet. Looks like we're back, but I don't know what's going on. But here we are today, and this is crazy. This is going to be a crazy week for me. So finally, I will have some more like out and about content coming your way. I know that's I seem to get a lot more views when I'm out and about and doing things than live streams. People like to see us having adventures and stuff. So get this. Tomorrow, I will be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Everybody loves that when I go to Vegas. I will be in Las Vegas, but not with Wet Movie One, Fluffy Gamer, Cinestalker, and quite possibly Michael Ray Bauer. Tomorrow I will be there with Matt, and we will be attending an event that I don't want to announce what the event is yet, because I don't know. I don't necessarily need a bunch of people showing up if anybody saw this, because I don't know how private and or public it is until I get there. But there'll be an event tomorrow in Las Vegas. I will be attending and filming at a casino, at a major casino out there. This is going to be, wow, little Diet Coke burp just popped up on me right there. Pardon me. But in Las Vegas tomorrow for an event, and it should be a lot of fun. And I will be having a video from that. And then afterwards, after that, we're going to be doing a little bit of this. So check this out. Going to be doing a live. I thought about doing a live stream from like Fremont Street or something like that. But it's just after this event, it's going to be pretty late to do that. So then I was like, well, maybe we'll just do something like this. And let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Maybe we'll do something like this right here. We'll do a little something like this. After the event tomorrow, We'll do a little something like this. It'll be a late night Wake the Dead with OGP and Matt, and we'll do a Get Us Drunk Supers for Swigs. So you'll be able to buy, the drinks to force us to get drunk. Maybe we wind up swimming in a pool at midnight. Maybe we don't. Maybe nobody sends any supers and we sit there sober. But I doubt that'll happen because Matt and I are boozers, and we'll be getting boozy. It will be getting boozy tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to that, hanging out with Matt, and doing a little drinking. Anyways, I will be going to Vegas tomorrow, and then I will be coming back on Wednesday. It's going to be a one-nighter. And then Saturday, a Fluffy Gamer. Get this. This is a legendary crew going out there. Fluffy Gamer, Cinestalker, Wet Movie 1, and quite possibly Michael Ray Bauer. And I will always, I'm losing my mind. I was doing different things. All of us will be going to Vegas. Wet Movie 1, Cinestalker, Fluffy, myself, quite possibly Michael Ray Bauer. It is going to be an epic weekend. 3 nights out in Vegas, and we are totally going to have a blast. I'm so looking forward to it. Going to do a bunch of different things, have some fun. And Wet One, if you want to join, I don't know what you're up to or whatever, but I threw you a link there, homeboy, if you want to. I see you out there, Weddy. I just called you Weddy. So, yeah. You get called by celebrities, you're known as Wet. By OGP, you're known as Weddy, or the Wet Velvet, right? Love me some Diet Coke. But it is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. Tomorrow, I'm... Boop, boop, boop. Oh, yep, Robert, I got to get you a link, too. I forgot we talked about that. Let me throw Robert a link over here, too. Boom, where are we at? Okay, there we go. So, in preparation for this week of 2 trips to Vegas, I will be going to Las Vegas, Nevada twice, in like 4-day span. So I'll be there Tuesday night and a Wednesday, come home for Thursday and Friday, and then go back on Saturday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a crazy weekend. So look for videos. There'll be, I would imagine, some type of live stream from Las Vegas tomorrow. Matt and I getting smashed, probably in his backyard, which is always a lot of fun. And then there'll be a video from the event that I'll be attending that I'll put up probably like Thursday or Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we'll be out there with the boys. And so I don't know if there'll be live streams, just out and about videos or what, but between me, Wet One, Cinestalker, and Fluffy will probably do something. There should be some fun content for you all to enjoy. So hopefully you're up for all that and understand why I am a little running behind and a little ill prepared today, just because I've had a million things going on that I've had to get done before going out there. And this is fun. This right here is a contract. This is a movie contract for distribution for a movie. And I'm dealing with that. That's a lot of fun. And just like my daughter's car needed an oil change. And I mean, like a lot of things that I had to get done before I could get out of here. So that's what's going on there. We'll take a look, and I don't have slides for it, and I'm still waiting to get my tooth fixed. I've got appointments coming up to get an implant here in my tooth that is broken. So if every once in a while I talk a little funny, it's because I need to get this tooth fixed. But let's see what is going on in the world of physical media this week. We'll take a look at that. We'll take a look. It's been a while since we've really done a full deep dive into the world of physical media. But oh, look at this. Hollow Man from 2000 getting a steelbook here, Blu-ray. Creep Show from 82, the original Creep Show, getting a steelbook. Anaconda getting a steelbook. And I Know What You Did Last Summer getting a steelbook. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Some cool stuff there. But then also from 1981, you get Southern Comfort coming out on 4K. From 1980, Little Darlings coming out on 4K. The horrible Dr. Hickok from 1962. Gunfight at the OK Corral from 57. So I'm going way back here. Contagion from 2011. Man, anytime you see blue masks and anything about viruses and stuff being contagious, that's scary stuff nowadays. So it might be kind of cool to have a 4K version of Contagion. Let's see here. What else looks fun? Raiders of the Living Dead from 86 getting a Severin release. Severin likes to trick us. Even though it's a Blu-ray, they put it in a black case. And most of the time you see a black case, you're thinking it's 4K. But I think that's just a Blu-ray. I don't think it's 4K. Wonka, the new Wonka movie is coming out in 4K. Man, that's quick. 2 months and it's already out in 4K. I don't know. Did anybody see Wonka? And what did you think of it? I'm curious. I have no desire to watch it at all. Like none. But if anybody has seen it and thinks I should check it out, let me know. All Quiet on the Western Front. That was a good movie, war movie from 2022 coming out on Blu-ray. And let's see. The complete 4th season of Monk, if you're into Monk. There's just a ton. There's a ton of older movies coming out. Dune is getting a 4K steelbook. I don't know why Dune from a couple of years ago is now getting a 4K steelbook. Maybe they're just trying to make a little bit more money before the new Dune bombs and winds up on 4K like next month or something. Because I cannot see that new Dune movie doing too well. The last one was just so incredibly boring. Even the one from the 80s, I just wasn't a fan of Dune. Just was never really a fan. But so there's a lot going on there. Let's see. So the theaters. You have to say it like that. The theaters coming this week in the theaters. Yes, Dune Part 2 coming out this Friday. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be watching that. But also something came out like yesterday. Kung Fu Panda is coming out on the 8th of March. So just over a week away from that. Let's see. Let me click on the now play-ins here. Madam Web is bombing apparently. And where'd it go? There was like a lower budget horror movie that came out and it went away so incredibly fast. Whatever. So anyways, this is like when I did the annual video of like what to look forward to in movies and what's coming out this year. I'm not gonna lie, it's not nearly as exciting as last year's was, but we do have. Let me refer to my handy dandy notebook here. Camp Pleasant Lake is the one that comes out tomorrow, actually, but it's not. It's funny. It was on Fandango, but it's not anymore. Camp Pleasant Lake with Bonnie Aarons, Michael Paré, Felissa Rose. A lower budget movie. I mean, not like micro budget, tiny budget, but a lower budget movie. Camp Pleasant Lake, probably coming to a streaming service tomorrow. But just less than a month away now, or about a month away, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, which I'm a little more optimistic about that now because the last Ghostbusters I was not a fan of. but I mean, it had elements that were fun, but in general, as a whole, the movie kind of ticked me off. But this new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire looks pretty fun. So that's like the big one coming up soon. You got another one, Arthur the King with Mark Wahlberg coming up not too far off in the future. Godzilla versus Kong, or Godzilla X Kong New Empire in April. Rebel Moon 2 coming on Netflix in April. I mean, there's really, after Ghostbusters, a movie called If with Ryan Reynolds, John Krasinski, Steve Carell. That might be fun. But that's not till May 17th. I mean, there's like, as time is going on this year, there's not a lot. I've not spent much money in the theaters. Of course, I've been sick, but haven't spent much money in the theaters so far this year. It is, I don't know, maybe these are the movies that were being written during COVID or something. And so they're just, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, man, yes, Vegas is going to be epic. When you're talking a crew of Wet Movie One, Cinestalker, Fluffy, myself, and fingers crossed that Michael Ray Bauer is still feeling good enough to go with us. It is going to be epic. I cannot wait. And the reason we're making this happen right now is, I mean, we love Vegas, but in particular this weekend, because Fluff is getting ready to move, and we all got to mob up out there to Vegas this one last time as a group before Fluffy heads out. And to have Michael out there with us would be epic, because we've tried to get him out there a few times, but it just hasn't worked out. But of course, Matt will be with us. So it's going to be, man, we are going to be rolling deep when we step up in the club. We're going to be rolling deep. So it should be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. But yeah, in between now and then, I'll be out there again for another event tomorrow, which I'll post something about. I'm sure you'll see about that. But let me say hello to everybody here. What's up, Wicked Network? Robert C. Gale, Indrid, Antonis is in the house. Jude's in the house. What's up, Michael McNally? Joe, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, the Fluffy Game is here. My baby boy, the wet one, Wetty, Mr. Wet Velvet in the house. What's up? Let's see here. Scrolling, and I know I missed some of your comments. I apologize. Steve Mayers, what's up? Nathaniel, what's cracking? And Nick B. I'm just trying to say hello to everybody I know I'm behind. Mr. Fonzo, the legend. What's up, homeboy? Crow Steelbook. Yeah, man, I know. That is a big one. That is a pretty big one right there. The Rizzo, what's up? And here we go. Kevin Hampton. Oh yeah, Kevin, is The Last Voyage of the Demeter worth a watch? I thought I saw you post that you were watching a while ago. I did. And I enjoyed it. Now, this is funny. I enjoyed it. That Fat Samurai guy and Lady Fat Blood did not. I like it's dark. I think it's shot very well. I love what Dracula looks like. The setting, the story, what's going on. We kind of know if you are up to speed on that version, that the whole greater storyline there of that Dracula. Dracula can't die right there, or it cannot be terminated, whatever. So we kind of know how it's going to end a little bit, but it's about how we're going to get there, and it's a lot of fun. And it's gory. There's some gruesome parts to it. There's some good effects. It's pretty crazy. I wasn't sure going in, especially, so I was excited for it. Then it came out, and I heard that it was boring, that it was long, it just wasn't good. And I was like, man. So I kind of put it off. And then finally, when I watched The Last Voyage of the Demeter, I enjoyed the heck out of it. I really did. It is slower paced at sometimes, but it's developing a story, and I was all about it. And I enjoyed it. So Last Voyage of the Demeter, 100%, I would say check it out. I would. Way Up, dude, what's the difference between a tire and a 365 and 365 used condoms. One's a good year, the other's a great year. It's good. I like that. I read it wrong. The delivery was bad on my part, but that is a very funny joke. Thank you for dropping that in, spreading the comedy with us there, way up to. Let's see here. I can't wait for that lineup in Vegas. I just have a bit of issue with Donkey Lives. I'm a big fan of his work, but he makes everything cringe. Well, Wicked Network. So here's the thing. If you got to meet Michael in person, like on a personal level, you would learn that he is an absolute sweetheart of a human being. He is very kind, generous, loving, fun guy. But he's had some health issues, and if you look at his IMDb resume, he is a bona fide celebrity child actor, that carried on to, an adult. And it's just tough going out in public for folks that have that level of celebrity status, because you don't know how people are going to come at you. TMZ came at him sideways, and that wasn't really fair what they did. They painted him, made him out to be some type of nut job, and he's really not. If you listen, it's funny, because if you listen to some of the things that Michael had talked about in the past, talking about conspiracy theories and stuff, a lot of that stuff is kind of mainstream now, but they like to laugh. And it's funny because there's a lot of things that were, oh, you're cuckoo for believing that now, or, back then. And now it's like, okay, you were onto something. So it can be tough. And, but I don't know. Michael's just a great dude. He's a great dude, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I'm really hoping that he's feeling up to it. It is, with Fluffy's, Fluffy's moving to Texas. He's not dying. So it's not like we're not going to have a chance to be out there together again. But if Fluffy does go to Vegas and we all meet him out there or whatever, we would be road tripping. Fluffy would be flying in. So this is kind of like the last road trip for us all out there, at least for the foreseeable future. So we got to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. But Michael's a great dude. Hopefully through some of our videos, maybe you get to learn a little bit more about him, and not kind of feel that way, Wicked Network. But he's a great dude. Let's see here. Jude says, I still have to look at what's coming out this year so I can write down my picks, if any. Yeah, Jude, it's not the greatest year. Robert, I see you trying to get in there. It says device not connected. So you're going to need to open up your settings, allow your camera to be used by the program there, software or whatever. But I mean, looking through July, you got Twisters, like the sequel to Twister. September, the end of September, you got Saw 11 coming out. That's probably the next. Well, no, Beetlejuice 2 in September, Saw XI or Saw 11 in September, Joker in October, Smile 2 in October, Terrifier 3, if you give two shits about that. I don't. Coming out in October. So the second half of the year, or the last quarter of the year, September, October, November, December, you'll have some fun stuff coming out then. But it's going to be a slow year up until that point, movie-wise. It just is. So, yeah, there's been times where I'm looking movie news, things going on, what to talk about in the world of movies and stuff, and it's just like, oh man, there's not a whole heck of a lot out there, to kind of look forward to. There has been some interesting news, and but nothing like major, whatever. Let's see, just watch Oppenheimer. Pretty good, but could have been shorter and it would have been fine. Kevin, so and that's I remember like Master Chaos was talking about the movie and he referred to it as boring as shit. But I loved it. I thought it was great. I did not mind the length of it. I know if you're not like a diehard history nut or somebody who just loves, maybe some of those actors and just whatever they do, or that story, or the whole era of like World War II, the development of nuclear weapons, and supposedly the aliens crashing out in Roswell and stuff. But that and I know that wasn't part of Oppenheimer, but there's a lot that happened that furthered the development, the progress of society back in the 1940s, 30s, and 40s and stuff. And I don't know. I just imagine had the United States lost that race, and imagine had Nazi Germany developed nuclear weapons before we did. It would not have gone well. It would not. That war would have ended differently. It would have. So it's a good thing it worked out the way it did. Now, I know Nazi Germany was taken down before the nukes were being splashed on Japan. But had Nazi Germany developed nukes, it would have been different. It would have been very different. So I don't know. I loved every minute of Oppenheimer, and I'll watch it again someday. I didn't mind the length. I know some folks, just if it's a 3-hour movie, it has to be the Avengers and just crazy action all the time. But I really enjoyed Oppenheimer. I really, really did. So a couple things of note here, just headlines that I thought were worth mentioning in an interview here. And this, a lot of my news I just get from different websites. So if you see the stuff, it's maybe not a surprise. But the Crow reboot starring Bill Skarsgård will release in theaters this coming June. That I don't think was originally announced at the beginning of the year. So that's kind of fun. Let's see. There was something else. Maxine Ty West teases that he has an idea for a 4th movie in the X franchise. I don't care about your 4th movie right now, homeboy. Ty West, I just want Maxine. Just give us Maxine. How long are we going to have to wait for this? I am so excited for that. X and Pearl were so darn good. I cannot wait to be able to buy that trilogy when Maxine comes out. Look at this, Indrid. I love factual films. Yes, me too. TikiGhoul, what's up, Tiki? Man, it's been a while. How you doing, Tiki? I've not been, putting out regular content because of being sick and, my grandmother falling and having surgery and stuff. It's been a while since I've been steady here. But it is awesome to see you dropping in, Tiki. Hopefully you're doing very well. And here he is, Anthony, the legend, man. Go Boston Celtics, and a Boston fan over here, Anthony. One of these days. And I looked a while back, Anthony. I looked to see, and I don't think the Celtics come back to either whatever they're called, Staples now, or Anaheim until next year now. So we're gonna have to wait for next season, but cannot wait to go catch a game with Anthony. Hopefully we're able to drag Nick with us too. But that'll be a blast. But Anthony, how you doing? I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful time. It looked like most everybody had an absolute blast at Creep I.E. and I was so bummed to be sick and not be able to be there. The lineup was great, but I mean, still one of the best parts, if not the best part about those conventions, are the friends that you make and getting to see everybody that you only see maybe, 2, 3, 4 times a year because you're kind of living not really close and got different things going on. But you see your friends and have a great time and get to meet celebrities together and stuff. Is a blast. So that was a bummer. I missed that, but Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's somebody at the door here. There's somebody at the door. But Anthony, I hope you and Nick are doing well, and definitely my condolences, and rest in peace to your pops, man. So sorry to hear that. The what you had said about your dad and Nick, being like hardworking men and stuff. Very touching, and I've been through that type of thing all too much. I know what you guys are going through. It's devastating. But so great to see you. So great to see you, Anthony. Hopefully you're doing well. Full of a gamer. I don't mind the length of it. Yeah. Here we go. Let us open the door. Somebody's knocking at the door. Let him in. Robert, what's going on, homeboy? How you doing? Let me kill this. Here, throw on the headphones so we're not getting any feedback. Can you hear me, Robert? Oh, I can't hear you. Robert, let me see. What's going on? Why am I muted over here or something? Oh, I hear that. Robert, check your microphone or something. Can you hear me, Robert? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, Robert. Oh, you got okay. But just wondering how Skyla doing. So Thelma, I haven't talked to Skyla in yeah, let me know when we can just keep talking, Robert, so we can we'll get to chatting once we can hear you. But Skyla, I saw her pop in on the voyage to the bottom of the barrel to say hi and that she misses everybody. But she has been busy. She's engaged and sounds like she's doing well over there. But I haven't really talked to her in a while, so I don't really know truly how she's doing. But she keeps posting pictures with her fiance, so it looks like she's doing well, I would say. Can we hear you now? Got any audio? Oh, let's let Robert try and figure out what's going on over there. But hopefully we get to chatting with Robert here in a second. We just can't hear him. But let's see. There were a couple other things. Lionsgate reportedly planning new versions of American Psycho and The Dead Zone. Do I need, man, I don't know that we need like a remake of American Psycho. I don't know. It's a fun movie. It's a fine movie. But how are you going to make it any better? I don't know. So I don't know about that. Let's see. It's funny. So I'll go on some of these websites and I'll look and I'll be like, oh, I want to talk about this or I'm going to talk about that. And then when I don't make notes, yeah, I go back and then the websites have all changed and then I can't find what I'm looking for anymore. So let's see here. Robert's still working on getting adjusted over there. But man, so is anybody down? Is anybody down if Matt and I get into some drinking late tomorrow night? We're talking about 30 hours from now or so, maybe less, maybe 25, 26, 27, 28 hours from now, something like that. Drinking with Matt. Anybody down to hang out and watch us get shit-faced? Yeah, there was another story, but I don't want to speak out of line here. So I'm going to ignore it for now. There was something else that I thought was interesting. Oh, this is a bummer. I'm just seeing something. John Wick spinoff Ballerina reportedly delayed to 2025 as the Crow remake takes to 2024. And Ballerina, when was that supposed to come out? In June or something, right? Huh. Ballerina was supposed to come out June 7th, and that's pushed back. That sucks. If you're a John Wick fan, that is a bummer. That's a big bummer. I don't know why I don't know why that got pushed back. Robert, can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Nice. There you are. What's going on, my man?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing well right now.
Yeah, my headphones weren't working for some reason. I don't know why.
That's a bummer. Yeah,
well, I'm glad you were able to.
Oh, okay. Glad you're able to figure it out, though. But man, I see you're still hammering away, dedicated, being there at the gym, like almost like on a daily basis and stuff, huh?
Yeah. I try. I do it like probably I don't know, like every other day.
That's cool, man. I need to do the same. I've been starting to do some walking again, getting out, getting my steps in, trying to get some exercise going because I got to trim down. I got to cut the weight. I got a deadline here about a month and a half from now. I'm going to be swimming and I'm going to be out there maybe snorkeling and maybe doing some scuba diving out there in the great state of Hawaii. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is my 20th wedding anniversary, and we're going to be celebrating that in Hawaii. And so
20 years, congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. It's crazy how fast time flies. It really, really is.
Yeah, not a lot of people last that long married, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely a different day and age where maybe for like our parents' generation or our grandparents' generation, where once they got married, even if they wound up hating each other, they stuck it out. So it's definitely a different generation where people, it's not as taboo to get a divorce and just move on if you made a mistake, or maybe it wasn't a mistake. You can get married and it doesn't have to be a mistake just because it winds up in divorce. It can be, things happen. Things just happen in life. But otherwise, aside from the gym, what have you been up to?
Just working also, trying to get rid of this vacation time from last year. I have still a lot of vacation time. That's why last week I only worked 2 days.
Okay.
And this week I'm only working another 2 days. So I don't go back to work until Friday night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, so get this. When Fluffy moves out there to Texas, I should be doing, it's not going to be the longest road trip ever, but because I will have, man, I am all of a sudden absolutely just getting blown up over here. Forgive me for that. But I should be road tripping out to Texas with Fluff when he moves out there. So imagine that. Not only are you going to get Fluff in Texas, but you're going to get me too, man.
Hey, two legends, man.
the three of us could get out there and you could introduce Fluff to some of those movie stores in Texas and let Fluff go do his thing, try and find that rare gem, that out of print item that he could put up on the bay.
I mean, there's only 2 stores left.
Oh man,
movie stores. The movie company.
But is there only 2 locations or just 2 stores?
The one you went to, which is like probably 20 minutes from where I live, and then the other one is right down the road from where I live, like 6 minutes away.
Okay. But isn't there, somebody else was telling me, and I didn't make it, about like another, or was it you or was it somebody else? No, it might have been my brother telling me about some store he saw, like a movie store or something out there. Something else. Maybe it's like a one-off where it's an individual store or something like that. But
what part of what part of Dallas does he live in? You don't have to say if you don't want to.
Yeah,
he's north or
he's north of Dallas. But I want to say I'm gonna try and look on a map here and see, like, real quick, maybe over. I want to say he was mentioning that maybe it was over, like going out toward, like toward Garland. but maybe not all the way out there or whatever, but like going out like that direction, northeast of Dallas somewhere.
Okay, because North Garland is like probably 15 minutes from where I live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the only two stores that I know of that carry movies, like the legit movie stores, movie trading company. That's the only one I know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to ask him. I'll see if because I want to say it was my brother, because I'm trying to think, and I don't know of anybody else that from Dallas that would have like thrown that out at me, but it was, I think maybe more of it was definitely like a used bookstore kind of place or something like that, not necessarily like not like a Blockbuster. But speaking of Blockbuster, I had a weird dream. I had a crazy dream and I don't remember what store I was in, but in this dream, and normally I don't talk about dreams. Everybody has dreams and it's pointless because it's just a dream. But I had this vivid dream, and I'm trying to remember like what department store it was. But remember how, and maybe they're still there, I don't know. But recently, was it Macy's or one of those stores where they had like Toys R Us kind of pop up like in a section of those stores? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. There's one. There's a Macy's but it's in the mall though. It's North Park Mall. It's like probably like 3 minutes from where I live.
Yeah. Okay. So so it is Macy's, but and supposedly, and I don't know if it's all of them, but supposedly, maybe it's just the California stores, because it's saying the Golden State Macy's. But
just California, because they don't have them. They don't have them over here.
Okay, so in the Macy's, instead of having like a little toy department or whatever, it's Toys R Us in there, and so
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and it was a couple of years ago now, but I had a dream that some department store did that with Blockbuster Video, where instead of having their own storefront, that there was like a Blockbuster section where you could go in stores and rent movies. And I thought, you know what, that would be a great idea. That would be a perfect way for Blockbuster to come back. You could get a store like a Target or a Barnes and Noble or something, and instead of just having a movie section, which they've eliminated their movies, but advertise it as a Blockbuster Video section, and people would flood in there. People would love it, especially if they offered rentals. Because there still are a lot of people, with Blu-ray and 4K players.
Yeah, definitely. So, it would work. It really would.
Yeah, I think so. But man, have you seen any fun movies lately, or any bad movies even?
Well, I saw one really awful movie. I have the AMC A-list. I'm a member of that, so I don't really have to pay anything. I went to, I said, you know what, the hell with it. I went to go see Madam Web. Oh my God, dude. Wow. That movie was bad.
Oh, was it? I haven't seen it.
Bad. Yeah.
Man, I haven't heard anything good yet, but I haven't done a lot of diving into it, but I didn't hear good things.
Yeah, they're trashing that movie online.
Oh man.
Why. I mean, it was so bad, man.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Gale has to run, and Gale, I'm sorry, I've been rambling here, and then we got Robert on. We're chatting now, so forgive me for missing some of the comments here and stuff. But Gale, you have appointments in the morning, and the Legends do the best. Thank you, Gale. Have a good night. Good luck with your appointments. And yes, I'll talk to you online. I saw I got another message from Gale I need to respond to. Yeah, take care of yourself, Gale. I'll chat with you on Messenger there. But have a good night, homeboy. Andriotis Knob Creek, small batch. Now we're talking about types of liquors here. 101, man. Oh yeah, because Gale mentioned Wild Turkey. Yeah, Woof, Wild Turkey, man. That's some potent stuff right there.
Yeah.
Michael McNally says web search the video game shops. 95% of them carry DVDs. Yeah, very true. Very true. I think, well, at least one of those stores that I went to in Chicago was like all about video games, and then they had a smaller movie section. And then the other one was more like a Zia Records, had all kinds of stuff going on in it. This is crazy how absolutely blown up I'm getting right now. So forgive me for that.
No, you're fine.
So yeah, anyways, that's true. Now, are there any, aside from like GameStops or whatever, are there any video game stores out there?
Video game stores? Not that I know of. I haven't seen one in a very long time. But movie trading company, they also carry vintage video games and systems, and they carry a little bit of everything there.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that, and that's they reminded me a little bit like of a smaller Zia Records, and I just the only frustration I had with them was that they didn't have a lot of subgenres to like thumb through, where everything was kind of lumped together. And, so unless you had a list with like specific movies that you were looking for, you would sit there all day long looking through movies trying to find something. So, and unfortunately for me, I did not have that kind of time when I was there. So,
no, I know exactly what you mean. It is a little frustrating. I wish they would like organize it a little bit better, Yeah.
But I mean, hey, that's extra man hours or labor and stuff. And maybe, they're on a budget. I get that. So maybe they just can't afford it. And so that's fine.
I guess, yeah. I mean, it's really popular too. I mean, especially on weekends, they're really packed. They're really busy on weekends.
I believe it. When I was in that one store there, man, there was a lot of people in there. There was a bunch of customers. So I love it. Anybody, out there supporting physical media, keeping these stores alive is great. It really is. Yeah. Michael says,
my Walmart, it's been getting a lot more movies. The movie section's been getting a little bit bigger. They've been getting more steel books ever since Best Buy stopped carrying them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're carrying a lot more steel books, which is good. I mean, I like steel books,
Yeah, well, and somebody, these movie companies that used to have the Best Buy exclusives, they got to go somewhere now.
Yeah.
So if they're not Best Buy exclusives, they got to start popping up. But my only problem, well, maybe not my only problem, but one of my big problems with Walmart is when I go, all the Walmart stores around me, when I go in there to look at the movies, they're all behind glass, aside from like the $5 bin that I don't give two shits about. So you can't pick them up and look at them and read them, and then if you want to look at a movie, you have to go find somebody, and getting a Walmart employee to come help you out is, like pulling teeth. Yeah. And then they're standing there staring at you as you're like reading it, or, maybe if there's like a name, you're like, oh, I think I recognize that name, but I don't know. And you want to like go on IMDb or Google it or something.
Yeah.
But, man, you just,
I guess that's pretty bad over there, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, theft is an issue in California, and so I kind of understand, but maybe just set it up to where it's more visible to employees or something, or do something with it. Just frustrating. But I'd like to be able to pick up the movies and stuff. But Michael says, share in Dallas Fort Worth there is, or maybe were you supposed to say there in Dallas, or there is chain stores. One is Half Price Books and the other is Game Exchange. Both good for DVDs, Blu-rays, cheap pawn shops. Yeah, pawn shops are always a place you could find some movies too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you ever been to a Half Price Books?
I've been to one, but that was a long time ago. I didn't even know they still existed over here. To be honest with
Okay.
you, I haven't seen one in years.
Okay. So yeah, so Half Price Books and Game Exchange. Maybe Game Exchange is the one that my brother was. That sounds so familiar.
That does sound familiar too. I used to. I think they had them back then. I guess they still have them in certain parts of Dallas.
Yeah. Huh. Find a store. Let's see here. Oh, so I'm on their website here. Let's see. And not that this is like, oh, they're all over the country. We got to get down here to Texas though, where there's a lot in Tennessee. Abilene, Athens, Baytown, Beaumont, Burleson, College Station, Conroe. Oh, they got one in Denton.
Man, that's like a little over an hour away.
Oh, Denton's that far from you, huh?
Oh yeah, very far.
Oh
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Man, my brother and I went to a burger place in Denton, in like downtown, like the old town Denton. That was so good.
Is it over there by that the women's college?
Kind of close to that.
Okay,
yeah.
And that's where my daughter went to college.
Oh, no way. That's cool. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. So Tyler, Waco, is it? Do you pronounce that Waxahachie? Is that how that? I think that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another probably hour and a half away from me.
Okay. And White Settlement, that's kind of far away too. But Denton, yeah, man. I see. I wonder. Let me find the name of this burger place. It was really cool. It was like a rock and roll kind of themed burger place. Where's Denton? Let me find it. So there's Louisville.
Like that, but like I said, I forgot the name of it. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's kind of like in that there's like that town square with the old, like clock tower. When you're in that town square, it feels like you're in like Back to the Future movie or something, because it looks exactly. Where the clock tower is and all that.
Yeah.
And so let's see. So there's the freeway. So you got off the freeway, went over here a little bit, and let's see if I can find this. Man, I am man, Dallas is such a gigantic area trying to there's the courthouse building. Oh no, that's the new court. It's not there. It's by the old one. But anyways, it was a fun place to eat. And
is it Rock and Brew restaurant?
No. What's up, Nocturno? No, it wasn't Rock and Brew. It wasn't Rock and Brew. This is like, maybe there's just a couple locations throughout like the Dallas area, I think, or the DFW Metroplex. Is that what they call it there, right?
Metroplex, yeah.
Yeah. Dangle Anderson passed away.
Ollie's Burgers?
I suck at this, and I'm this is boring video that I'm doing right now, so forgive me for that. As I scroll around on maps looking for this, but I can't believe I can't find that. I can't even find like that town square, like that downtown area there right now. Oh, there it is. It is. Is it LSA? Let me see. Oh yeah, so it's called LSA Burger. LSA Burger, right there in Denton. Yeah, and they have a couple locations. But anyways, now that I found that and named the name, we can move on. But that was a colossal waste of time.
To see that's coming out in the next couple of weeks, or
yeah, you know what? There's nothing
For me,
I
the
don't
one
know, man.
that looks interesting and weird is the one from that trailer that I showed you, that Sasquatch Sunset.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm very interested in that. That looks weird and it looks funny though.
Yeah. I think that this year, for the most part, it's going to be those kind of off the wall or indie films that we're going to have to look forward to more than than the mainstream movies, and at least until like September. But Kevin Hampton mentioned this, and I'm gonna be completely honest. Off the top of my head, I don't. It doesn't ring a bell. I don't really know who he was. But Ole Anderson, original Four Horsemen member, dead at 81. Which obviously you see him there with some other legendary wrestlers. Just posted 1 hour ago.
Did you see
Alan,
the Iron Claw?
though, what's that?
The Iron Claw with Von Erichs?
No. How was that?
Oh, it was such a good movie.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, you know what? Man, I had to watch Lady Terminator, which is a fun watch. We talked about that Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel, and then
watching that live stream, yeah,
that was a blast, man. That was such a fun live stream. And then the other movie was pretty bad. The other one from that director was pretty bad, but anyways, I had to watch those, and I'm trying to think of what else I watched recently, but not too much. But I haven't watched too much lately. I've been kind of busy with things and like dealing with trying to get this movie out and stuff. So, very sad news for the wrestling community here. Ole Anderson, original Four Horsemen member, passing away there.
Yeah, that's sad. That's tragic.
Yeah. So let me sorry here. Jam and Music Man, what's going on? And yep, Ole Anderson was original member. Yep. Let's see. I have to go through them because I plan to send a few to OG. Jude says, I have a ton of movies I have to get rid of. DT and various. I'm not sure DT. What does that mean, Jude? I'm not following it. Forgive me. Fluffy's getting rid of a bunch of movies too. And I was like, man, because he was talking about throwing some away. I was like, man, you're going to throw movies away. Bring that shit up here. I'll definitely, take them off his hand, but, before just tossing them, or at least we could, maybe donate them to a library or something, anything that we, don't want to keep or whatever. But But,
the movie, Doom, I'm not going to see it. The first one was boring. The second one, I don't think I'll go see it either.
Which one was that again?
Doom.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
Have you seen the reviews about the second one?
No.
Everybody's going crazy over that movie. They said that's the best movie of the year. This movie has changed lives and all blah, blah. Like, really?
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that. I think it's going to be more of the same boring stuff. So, yeah, I'm not for sure. Kevin Hampton says Half Price Books is great all over Texas. Okay. Yeah.
A long time though. I don't know where they would be. Maybe at the mall. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Did they ever have FYE out there?
Oh man, that was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, so
a long time ago. I think it was like, man, I don't know. I was young at the time. I think when they had it, even if it, or maybe it wasn't. No, that was it? Maybe I'm thinking about something else.
There's just in between like University Park, North Dallas, and Plano, off the 75. There's a Half Price Books right there.
Oh, is it really still? Okay.
Yeah. And then, there's still a bunch of locations actually. Out Garland, you got a couple out that way. Going out toward Sunnyvale, there's one out that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then where's this one here? Well, this might be in the mall, like North Park Center, Vickery Meadow out there.
The mall that I was talking about is like 4 minutes away from where I live.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, you got a Half Price Books right there.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But that's cool. Hey, we're enlightening you.
Yeah.
But
and I don't live that far, so
yeah.
I think, the mall itself. I haven't been there in over probably, I don't know, 2 years. I don't like going to the mall that much. There's really nothing for me there.
Yeah.
And except for AMC, the movie theaters in the mall. But other than that, I didn't even know. So.
Yeah, like unless you're, I don't know. I guess when you get a little bit older, going to the mall isn't quite as fun as it was. Because you got so many other things to do in life, and we're so busy. You're a teenager or maybe early 20s, and you're like, oh, I have a little bit of money. I'm going to go to the mall. I'm just going to buy some stuff or just walk around or whatever. It's not as fun as it once was. Definitely, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I am suddenly noticing a hard drop in viewers here. So I don't know if I'm losing internet or somebody else just went live. What movie one? Brendan was talking about possibly going live today. So, hey, Wet Velvet. Yeah. I'm looking at it. I'm not seeing anything yet. I'm not showing that he's. Yeah, he probably would have said something. Yeah, you probably would have got a notification too. But yeah, I'm good with Dune. But hey, when Fluffy and I road trip out there, that should be a lot of fun. I told him
that way I can schedule some days off or something on that time that you come.
Yeah, not yet. I got to talk to Fluff. I don't know. So because I'm going to Hawaii in the middle of April, and I don't know if he's going before then, after then, or when he's going to be going. But I'll talk to him, and we'll let you know as soon as we figure it out. Because
that way I can ask for those days off or something like the weekend off or something, and we can hang out or something,
Yeah. At least even if that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be great.
But no jumping in the swimming pool, though, right?
Yeah, we'll try not to. Just but after Fluff moves out of his place, he was talking about possibly staying here for I don't know, a while or something, just so we can hang out, spend a little more time together before he heads out. So I don't know exactly when his plans are to go or anything. So we'll have to figure all that out. Yeah.
So are you I know you were talking about earlier in the live stream. Are you gonna go? Did you see Wonka or?
No, I have not. Did you?
Oh, okay. No, I'm not gonna go see it. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah. I don't know. With the original Willy Wonka, Gene Wilder, that's where it's at for me.
Yeah.
The one with Johnny Depp, it's okay. It's not for me. But this new one, I have no desire. I just really don't. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
And I was going to ask you too, something I found out a couple of weeks ago. I forgot who it was, but it's like 3 or 4 of the major streaming services. They're going to get together and they're going to create a app where they're going to put all the sports in it, but you have to pay for it. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. It was, yeah, I'm trying to remember all those companies. Let me see if I can figure it out too. Yeah. Oh, Paramount and Peacock are merging. What? I don't know. Is that accurate? How could?
Oh yeah, a whole bunch of them are merging together. I don't know.
Wow. But yeah, ESPN, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery forming joint.
There you go.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Like the ESPN streaming service that you have to have, like if you just, even for a lot of the UFC fights, you have to have ESPN Plus. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of frustrating. But if you have the package with Disney, Hulu, and ESPN, it kind of, it's not that expensive to have all that entertainment, at your hands.
Yeah, which I have that.
But to me, like the idea of streaming NFL games or just watching NFL, the fact that now there's games on ESPN, there's games on Fox, there's games on CBS, there's games on like ABC, there's games on Apple TV. I mean, it's in too many different places. It really is. And that's, I guess, the nice thing about UFC, you know where to find it. Every single time, you know where to find it. So, and now with, and Major League Baseball, they've always had, games like on Fox and on like NBC, or ESPN or MLB Network. But it gets to the point where when you have to go, okay, what service am I going to need to be able to watch this game? That's frustrating. I would almost rather, you can get the MLB season pass or whatever for a little over $100. And there's a lot of places you can get discounts. If you're like a veteran, you can get it. Like I paid like $89 for the whole season. So that's not bad, but it does get frustrating because everybody's saying, oh, we're going to get rid of cable. We're going to ditch cable, spending all that money. And now you think about all the different things you have to buy just to be able to watch the stuff you want to buy. I mean, like right now, I'm paying for Netflix. I'm paying for Max, which is now, HBO and Cinemax are together on Max.
Yeah.
I don't think we're paying for Paramount Plus right now, but Netflix, Max, the Hulu, Disney, ESPN app, Amazon Prime, and there's got to be something else. But it's just there's too many, and it gets frustrating. But you know what?
Not a lot of people can afford all that stuff. You know what I mean? You have to just pick and choose.
No.
Just like you
Yeah.
said.
Excuse me, a little sneeze there. Thank you. But I did discover something kind of cool that I didn't know in watching Amazon Prime the other day. Was that I finally, because I never clicked on like the live TV, and I found out on Amazon Prime you could watch like local news from like all these different cities around the country. So like the other day I was sitting there watching like Dallas, like local news, and then Fluffy's moving to Houston, so Houston area. So I was like watching Houston news, and then I was click on. I was like watching Boston's news and stuff like that. Was kind of fun. But so that's kind of cool that they have those, all those live channels. And then also I didn't realize, but I'm still paying for it because it was AT&T TV, but it turned into direct stream, like a direct TV thing. And so I have their channels, and I didn't realize that without a box that I could have an app and still watch all those channels. So I could watch live TV through direct stream, through there, and then plus with just a Samsung TV you could see a lot of live channels and stuff too. So now between Amazon and the Samsung TV, I'm almost thinking like it's almost time just to ditch the direct stream altogether and save that $89 a month. But I don't know. Do you still have cable too, or just apps anymore?
I haven't had cable since my probably early 20s, maybe. I don't know, long time ago.
Yeah. See,
I watched you know, I got YouTube. I got like 3 what do you call it, apps that I watch and stuff. And my
Yeah.
TV comes with its own channels. You know.
Yeah, and that's what like I think all the TVs in my house are Samsung.
Yeah.
And they all have, or maybe I don't know, maybe one or two or not, but most of our TVs are all Samsung, and they have that Samsung TV, and I think a lot of TVs have like their own brand, and then the channels, and which a lot of those are fun because like that what is it called, like Fail Army or something like that, where it's just people like like crashing on their bikes or whatever, just people failing in general. Those videos are hysterical.
Yeah.
To have a whole channel dedicated to that is fun. And and then I just discovered there's like a couple different like poker channels, and I know like me and Fluffy are nerds. We'll sit around and watch like professional poker on TV. But we have our favorite like poker players we like watching and stuff, but that's always fun, watching like World Series of Poker, stuff like that. So the fact they got those channels, they can watch that stuff is great. So yeah, it's almost hard to justify paying for it anymore with all the apps. And I could save. I think like with tax and everything, I think my direct stream, which is like it's direct TV, but you don't have to have the satellite. I think it comes out to right around like $89 like total a month. Okay. And it was like 150, but I changed packages and got to a lower package. And with this package that I have, I do not have NFL Network or Major League Baseball Network anymore. So that's kind of frustrating. And so here we are. Like I pay, you get the MLB package, so you can watch all the baseball games all year. But it still doesn't give you the MLB Network. You can't click on that and watch the network. Like, why not? That's one thing that frustrates me.
Why not? Yeah.
And like NFL, if you get Red Zone, you would think you would be able to watch the NFL Network. No. So that's what I wish these apps, if it's going to be everything like an NFL app that you're going to pay for, you should get the live feed from the NFL Network too. And so when they figured that out, that will definitely be the tipping point for me to say, okay, through the app, I can watch the live. Like ESPN, I believe you could watch their Sports Center live. I don't know if you could watch all their shows live, but on the ESPN app, you could watch a lot there.
Yeah.
But, but I want to see live TV. I want to know what's going on like right now. I don't want to watch reruns, from like the night before or whatever of like Sports Center or something. So yeah, Kevin says Fail Army is the best. Yeah, it is hysterical. Love watching it. Yeah. And that's what Fail Army is, what ridiculousness should be. Watching like sometimes Rob Deerdeck a little funny, and a Stilo could be funny. Chanel just got annoying as hell, like because like Chanel West Coast at first when that show first came out, and even back to the other show. What is it, Fantasy Factory? Like she was fine in that show, but at some point, Chanel West Coast like looked in the mirror and said, I'm starting to identify as a black woman now. And when she started this transition where she thought she was like a rapper and stuff, it was like, oh my God, now you're not like the cute, funny, dorky little girl. You're like annoying as shit now. And so, the only time we ever watch that show is if you're laying in bed in a hotel room at the end of the night and you're going to sleep, but you're not too tired. So you're putting on something, and so that's on, you watch a little ridiculousness, but Fail Army is what ridiculousness should be. Dreams of Evermore. Jude says, I was paying a little over $200 a month for cable TV, and I wasn't home enough, so I had to ditch it. Save my money. I usually had it on movie channels anyways. I know, right? And that's for most of us that are into physical media or movies or anything, you're paying for all these live channels, and then you're sitting there watching movies anyways. So yeah, and that's my cable. And cable used to be to have all the add-ons with Max and Showtime and all that. Yeah, in stars, you were spending like over $200 a month. And, you know, and what I had was, because like I didn't have stars and I didn't have Showtime, but it was, yeah, it was like, man, it was 169, $170 a month, something like that.
Yeah.
And so I lowered my package, and now I'm down to like $90, 88, high 80s, $90. But it's just too expensive. It's just way too expensive.
It is. Yeah. And most of these streaming services, it seems like every year they raise their prices. You know what I mean?
Netflix is about to lose me. They keep raising it, and I even downgraded with Netflix, so I have to watch the commercials now.
Oh yeah. Well, that's actually what they want you to do. You know, if it doesn't have commercials, it's going to cost you more. But the ones with commercials, the streaming services, you know, they make more. You know, it makes sense, right? Because you know, they're sponsors and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah. No, and I just, man, Netflix without the commercials, now you're paying like $20 a month. And I mean, it's like very rarely anymore am I actually watching something on Netflix. Because, you know, when Netflix decided that they were really going to focus on their own content, it got bad. It really did. Most of their movies are not good. You know, they all kind of look the same and have the same feel. They're not very creative, like artistically from a filmmaker standpoint. Yeah, have different stories and stuff, but when you watch them, they all feel like, you know, they're I don't know, they just, it looks like everything was directed by the same person, and I want to watch different types of things. So yeah, I don't know. Netflix is about to lose me. We're going to save that money too.
I canceled my Netflix subscription like a couple of months ago because there was really nothing, you know, for me to, you know, anything that I liked on there, you know.
Yeah.
So I just canceled it.
Yeah, and so I had a while back I canceled Netflix, and then there were some shows that popped up on there, and I was like, okay, well, I want to watch this and that, and so I signed up for it again, and I'm back at the point now where I'm like, you know, I'm gonna have to run it by you know, my wife and kids and make sure there's nothing they're watching. But then, about to give them the axe. So, but you know, almost anymore, like if you just have Amazon and then you get some of the add-ons on Amazon, you know, because like you can add Paramount Plus onto your Amazon or Shout Factory or some of those other channels, and just watch it that way. And they're not that much through Amazon, you know, $4, $5, $6 a month, you know, to add on some of those streaming services, you know, through Amazon. And then you're only in one app, you know, and that's, you know, Disney, they moved Hulu into the Disney app now, but you can't search like the Hulu app. So I'm hoping, you know, and I think it still says beta. Hopefully they get it to the point where you can search for movies and stuff. And I really hope they don't go all Disney and start taking away some of the movies that don't, you know, like meet the Disney message, that woke agenda. I hope they don't start eliminating stuff like that from Hulu.
I hope not.
Yeah.
But you know, it's Disney, you know. So.
No, I know. I worry about that. Oh, look at this. What's up, Paul? Look at this. The legend, Paul Braden, a.k.a. the older brother of the Fluffy Gamer. What's up, Paul? How you doing, homeboy?
Brother?
Man, I miss. And Paul's up in Oregon. Man, we went and you know, a while back when Fluffy and Wet Movie One and I drove up to Oregon and went and got to hang out with Paul and Fluff's dad, and man, it was great, man. We had a blast. Then went out to Astoria. I got to go. There's this really cool restaurant that's you know, pretty close to where Paul lives. You know, called the Wooden Nickel. Fluff had been telling me about it for like you know, years before, and I remember Fluff used to have this like wooden nickel that, you know, when you're playing poker, everybody has a little thing like when your cards are playing, you would put this, you know, something on your cards so the dealer would know not to snatch them up. Fluff used to have like a wooden nickel from there, and but man, we went there, and I think I got wings, but Paul got this burger, And this burger was like, I mean, it was probably like 10 inches by 10 inches. It was like the biggest burger, and it was like square. It was like the biggest burger I've ever seen in my life. And I remember Fluff and Paul's dad was like, because you can get like a half. And he was asking Paul, he's like, "Are you sure you want the whole thing?" But if I remember right, Paul knew he wouldn't eat it all, but he wanted to like take the other half home for later or something. But man, that was really cool. They live in a beautiful area, man.
That's a huge burger.
It is. It is. That's a big bitch right there. Yeah, it's a huge burger.
Have you ever had
Oh, is that what's called? Is it called the Godzilla burger? Oh, that's cool.
The Godzilla burger.
Nice. Yeah. Oh man. But
have you ever had Freebirds?
So you know what? There is a Freebirds that I've seen a million times that I've never been in. How is it?
It's pretty good. They have these huge burritos. I think the smallest one, it's about probably maybe I don't know, but I mean it's pretty big. The monster one is about probably like maybe 10, 11 inches long. And it's real thick.
Wow, nice.
Burrito.
Nice.
Burritos.
That's cool. Yeah, and so I just Googled it, and it says, there's the debate, which is better, Chipotle or Freebirds. And so I guess there's like the debate, which is better, In-N-Out or Whataburger. There's a Freebirds Chipotle debate. But no, I've never been. I've seen it. I mean, I drive right by it all the time. But I've never been in. I'll have to go check it out. That's
check it out. Maybe you'll like it. They're pretty good. The ones over here are pretty good. So I don't know about over there. It's different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, but if it's a chain, they're probably pretty similar. But out here, the thing is out here in Southern California, if you're talking like, oh, I'm going to get a burrito, you're pretty much going to like, we all just refer to as taco shops, and they're Roberto's, Alberto's, Ramberto's, Roy Berto's, Joe Berto's, Phil Berto's, Juan Berto's, whatever. Most of them are something Berto's. But there's Castaneda's out here, or King Taco, that are like, legit Mexican restaurants, owned by Mexican people, run by Mexican people. And I mean, and you go, I had a burrito from this place. I think it's called like Ray or El Rey Tacos. And oh my God, this burrito was like probably about this long. I mean, it was probably, close to a foot long. And I mean, it must have been a pound. It was probably like that big. It was just massive. And it was carne asada. All that was in it, I just got meat, cheese, and guacamole, and then I hit it up like when you go to little Mexican joints, you get the little cups of salsa or hot sauce. Man, pouring out hot sauce. Southern California, that's how we do it. You get the burrito, and you get like 3 or 4 of those little cups of hot sauce and pour it on before each bite. Man, so that's why I don't really go out exploring and looking for like other burrito places because I kind of got the go-to. But yeah, I'll have to check out Freebirds. I definitely will.
Yeah, check it out. Maybe you'll like it.
Colton, what's up, Colton? How you doing? Man, there's a person we haven't seen in a while here, but yeah, I got to get back. I got to get back to being regular content. So, and this is it. This is the catch. So, I didn't mention this earlier. I should mention this. Next Monday night, we're going to be in Vegas. So now, what am I going to do? What I'm hoping to do next Monday for the live stream, I'm hoping that we do the live stream like maybe from Matt's backyard or maybe from the strip, but with Web Movie One and Cinestalker and Fluffy and Michael, hopefully all of us together on the live stream, live stream next Monday. So I'll definitely be doing a live stream next Monday, but definitely not going to be right here. It's going to be a little different format next Monday.
Yeah.
So
hopefully Michael will go.
Yeah. Oh man, I hope so. It would be good for him too, because he doesn't get out a lot, and he's when you're home and you're kind of you get down in the dumps and you're not feeling well and stuff. It does good to get out, get some fresh air, get hit sunlight, and you get some of that, the vitamin D and stuff.
Motivation,
Yeah. So hopefully Michael is able to go and hopefully he's feeling up to it. But we'll see. We told him he just he just has to decide before we go. And let us know because we're all going to be mobbing out to Matt's house and crashing to Matt's house. There's plenty of room for all of us, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, and you're gonna be doing a live stream tomorrow in Vegas too, right? Or
yeah, tomorrow night, man.
Okay, I will be sending you money so you can take shots, all right?
Well, that's what I was gonna mention there. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing Wake the Dead. So that's like the later night with OGP, and then this one and Matt, and get us drunk, supers for swigs. So, and I don't know if we'll do proper 12. Or if we'll do we love the Canadian apple whiskey. I don't know what we'll be doing there, but we're gonna be doing something. And so, man, it should be a lot of fun. Me and Matt drinking in his backyard is always a good time. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, but yeah, that's and not to try and make anybody bankrupt or anything, but it's always fun, and that way, give us a little low motivation, and take some of those supers and go do some other crazy shit in Vegas. So yeah, should be a lot of fun, but I don't know. I'm guessing it's just going to be me and Matt, but we'll see about that tomorrow night. I'm not too sure.
So it's just going to be you two so far, or?
Yeah. So I don't want to mention there's an event going on out there tomorrow that I'm actually going to be covering. I'm doing. I got like the fancy camera and stuff over here charging. And microphone and all that stuff, and I might even bug Matt to maybe get another microphone and stuff from him and different things. But we're going to be setting up and recording an event that's going to be a lot of fun, and then I'll put up a video about it in a few days here. But I'm sure after the event or whatever, or during the event, maybe I'll post something. But I just going into this event, I don't know how I don't know if I am supposed to talk about it publicly yet or not, because it's a private event that I was invited to. So but it's at a major casino. So I don't know if, and not that anybody watching is in Vegas or would be able to show up or anything, but I just don't want or need anybody showing up and maybe making a situation awkward or something. So but yeah, I'll be there. It's going to be fun. It'll be tomorrow night. And then after that, yeah, we'll be drinking and partying and having fun.
Back.
Larry, what's up? Larry, what's up? Larry, I would say to throw me a line right now, but I was actually just about to tell Robert I was about to get going here because I got cameras to charge. I got to get on the laptop. I got to get live stream stuff set up. Yeah, I got prep work to do for this video. I got to get all my gear together because when I come home, I kind of pack everything away so it's not in a pile. But I got to get my tripods out. I got to get everything ready to go for that.
Are you leaving tomorrow? Is it tonight? Well, not tonight, right?
No, not leaving tonight. I do have some other things I got to do tonight, and then when I get up tomorrow, I'm going to head out. So I want to wake up and then hit the road. So, yeah, but, so yeah, it just, I gotta get packed, it's just a 1 day turnaround. So it's not going to be too much, but I still have to pack some clothes and stuff and all that. So, so I got a lot to do tonight. So probably wind it up, cut it a little bit short tonight. So, but that's okay. We'll be doing it again tomorrow. It's good. It's going to be a lot of fun. So,
yeah, I'm off tomorrow night. Like I said, I'm off the next couple of days also again. So I'll be watching.
Nice. Yeah, and as soon as Fluff and I know when we'll be out that way, when we'll be doing our little roadie out there, we'll let you know. We'll try and plan it out. So what I told Fluff was that on the way, because he's going down to Houston, I was like, let's go. We'll take the 40 out and then go through Amarillo and then cut down to Dallas and then or maybe we'll go to Albuquerque, and then because Fluff kind of wanted to go, and I'd kind of like to go back too now that Supervillain, his headstone is there. I kind of like to go back and pay my respects to Supervillain again now that he actually has a headstone there at that cemetery in El Paso. Maybe we go down through El Paso and then go over to Dallas, and then Fluff's gonna like drop me off in Dallas. I'm gonna fly back from there. Maybe spend like a day with my brother. Maybe me and Fluff and you get to hang out and stuff. And
yeah, that'd be cool.
So yeah, we'll figure it out when we know those dates. I'll definitely let you know. Yeah. So yeah, for sure. But anyways, well, homeboy, it was good seeing you. Good having you on again. We'll have to do it soon, and maybe 2 weeks from now. Maybe because next week, Larry, we're going to be out in Vegas with the homies, so it'll be a different live stream next Monday.
Cool.
But maybe 2 weeks from now, we'll get Larry on, and we'll open up the panel, and we'll bring you guys back on to hang out again and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, and thank you for inviting me. I'm always down to be live with you. Whenever you want me to.
Yeah, right on. No, and it's always fun. I love the conversation. It's always good chatting. It's funny because we really should do this. And I know like with your work schedule and stuff, it's kind of tough. But like on one of the other videos where we're not just talking about, because this is supposed to be like the horror movie chat, but there's not a lot of news in the horror movie world right now. So it's like, we'll talk about whatever. But one of the other live streams where I'm not really just focused on, trying to focus on movies, talk about other things and stuff. So that's where really we should, have you guys on one of those type of live streams too. So that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. So, but we'll figure it out. We'll plan it out. But take care, man. Good to see you.
Right,
thanks for hanging out.
Too, and your family too, be safe out there.
Yeah. Thanks, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. And look for the post. But I'll message you. We'll talk and we'll figure it out about that. I'll let you know what's going on with our trip.
Okay, cool.
All right, bro. I'll see you soon, man.
All right, later, brother.
All right. And that is that. Look at that, man. The absolute legend, Robert C. Always love hanging out with Robert. It's a good time. But and I love hanging out with you all. It's been a blast tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry, there's not much in the way of movie news. There's just not much right now. At least things that I care about. I'm trying to focus more on horror movies. We talk about other stuff too, sci-fi, action, whatever. If it's comedy, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But try to primarily focus on horror movies. There's just not a lot of news right now. And I didn't have too much time to deep dive into stuff just because this is a very busy week. But the good news about that is it's should be a lot of fun for you all because there should be a ton of content coming from these Vegas trips. So look forward to that. Tomorrow night, should be doing a live stream from Matt's house. And then there'll be another video from that event that I'm covering tomorrow. And then Saturday, we're back in Vegas with the homies. So check us out, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. And take care of yourselves. Until then, be good, stay safe, stay healthy. And I'll see you all very, very soon.